Hi Sugar Plums, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Kenny. I enjoy makeup, beauty, and crazy story times, and I also do vlog related stuff. So if you're into those kind of things, subscribe down below. And before we get started, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. And anyway, so I guess last week, I'm a little late to the tea, but like, you know, the tea's still brewing. So last week I saw, as you guys know, James Charles is coming out with Instant Influencer. He is, I guess, coming out with his own show, which I didn't know about. He posted the picture of, I guess, the people that were involved with the show. And let's just say I was very, 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 very upset about it. Just because I feel like James has been one of those like bigger influencers that have been supporting, you know, black boys in beauty. So it really kind of like, at least publicly on Twitter and like Instagram, he's always like trying to show love to the black boys that do makeup and stuff. He seems to be very, very aware of like some of like the colorism that's going on and some of the like, honestly, racism that's happening and around the world all the time. So I mean, obviously it's gonna happen in the beauty community. It's just very upsetting to me because it's like I know firsthand that there were black boy influencers that applied for the reality show. So the fact that a lot of the people looked very similar and there was honestly just, to cut to the chase, there was no diversity whatsoever. And I personally felt attacked. I didn't apply to be on the show just because like I don't really care to be, but like I know that there's talented black boys in beauty that were very capable of being on that show. And like it just sucks because it's like James is supposed to be someone that's supportive and like helping us out and doing all these things, at least on Twitter and stuff, but it's like you couldn't choose one black person to like put in your show. A lot of like fair skin tone and there's literally not one black person. I think one of the girls might be black, but she might even be mixed. But even still, like I think it's just a little beyond me that someone with that much power can just not care and just not include diversity. So I know when I saw the flyer come out, I was just totally like, what? Like, I'm just so surprised because like I said, like, I've seen people like Jeffree Star and like people like James like support black boys in beauty. I've seen them like go out, pulling out tweets, retweeting things. Like, I've seen them support us. So it's just a little weird that none of us were selected. Not me because I didn't apply, but it's weird that no one of that caliber was selected to be on that show. I'm just very, very surprised by that. And I don't know if like James would feel threatened because I feel like truthfully, I feel like boys like me, like you guys know, are very like, to look like us, to look like me, or like to be a black boy in makeup, you have to be confident, you have to be strong, and you just have to really like know who you are. And as weird as that sounds, because we get judged a lot on the daily just based off like how we look. And just being a black boy that wears makeup, it's really hard sometimes because like people are like, oh, you're feminine or you're soft, or like, I know personally in the black community, it's very looked down upon to be like feminine or a little different or a little soft. You know what I mean? Like even if I didn't wear makeup, just because I'm a little soft, I get looked down upon, and it just really sucks because I just feel like, where are we accepted? You know? And it's like really weird to think about because I'm really sitting here thinking about it and I'm just kind of like, where are we accepted? And like, I don't know, I'm just like, sorry, I just like really had a moment. I'm just like really thinking. I genuinely feel like a lot of the times I'm not accepted anywhere, and it's like I have to make myself accept it. I have to put myself out there to get it, and I have to like, I can't walk into a room and just be accepted. You know what I mean? I feel like I have to like put myself out there and I have to earn the respect of people. I feel like I always have to earn the respect of people, and it sucks because some people could just walk in the door and get respect just because of what they look like or what they wear or anything, but for me, I feel like I have to constantly prove myself, and it does suck to know that. And I just really wish just the racism and just everything would just stop. Honestly, it's ridiculous. It's clear that a lot of us black boys in beauty are talented with makeup, and honestly I think it's quite threatening to some people because we are fierce and we do have a lot of attitude and we do slay, you know, we do like shut it down. So I get it. I'm sure it's threatening and I'm sure it's scary, but to not give someone an opportunity out of fear is just crazy to me, because truthfully, I don't know what other explanation there could be. That's honestly what it comes down to. I don't know any other explanation, and usually if you can't think of anything else, and usually if you're like making excuses, and like there's just no excuse. Truthfully, like there's no excuse. There's no reason to tell me you couldn't have chosen one black boy in beauty, or not even just a black boy. There's like a black girl or something, someone with darker skin tone, you know? And like, I'll admit, like, growing up, I never really saw race as a thing, and like my parents would always tell me like, Kenny, you're black, like you need to be aware of that. And like, it wasn't that, like, my parents aren't racist or anything, and it was never like a big deal, but they would always just say like, you're born with 2 strikes against you, you're black and you're a male, like you need to make sure that you are mindful of what you do, because you will get treated differently based off your skin color. And I grew up in a very diverse area, so like I just never saw skin color as a big deal, because there was like white people in my neighborhood, Spanish people in my neighborhood, black people, like there was every skin color in my neighborhood. So I grew up in a very diverse environment, so I never saw skin color as an issue, just because I grew up in a diverse area. And I was always taught skin color doesn't matter and all that, but my parents would always kind of tell me like, it doesn't matter, like you should love everyone, but in a sense it does matter, because you might be treated differently because of your skin color. So that's why it was really hard for my parents to, I guess, accept me being gay, because it was like, first of all, I already have a strike against me because I'm an African American boy, you know what I mean? And we all see what happens like in the world with like Trayvon Martin and just all the crazy things that happen to like black people. And my parents are already just nervous about that. Like raising black men is just already scary. And then not only that, I'm gay now. So that's already another like, whoa, like you're not only a black guy, but you're also gay. So that I know is for sure really hard for my parents, because they just really wanted me to be safe, and they just really want me to like, they really just want the best for me. And I know it could be really, really hard. And honestly, at the time, I didn't understand that. Like, truthfully, like I would always, me and my parents would get into big fights. We would like get into huge arguments, and I'm like, I think you guys are racist, like yada, yada, yada. And they would always tell me, Kenny, like, you just have to be mindful of the world, and like, even though you may have pure intentions and you may have a genuine heart and you may have a genuine soul, everyone doesn't. And you will see, I promise you, you will have an experience in life where you wake up and you realize like, my parents are telling the truth. And it's sad to say, like, I did have to go through something to honestly believe my parents and understand that I am an African American gay male, and like I will have a different, I naturally am just gonna go through more struggles than certain people just because of the way I looked. And like, not to say like my looks have got me really far. So looking like this has opened up so many doors for me, like so many doors. So I'm very blessed and I'm thankful and I'm happy that I'm able to be who I am and like do what I love. But there's a lot of people out there that want to be into makeup or doing this or doing that, and they can't because they're parents. And I know for a fact like the black community are like way harder on their kids, like when it comes to like that kind of stuff. And it just hurts. It really does hurt, because it's like, I was literally just shown, I was like, really, like, where am I accepted? Where can I walk into a room and just like be accepted? And like, you would think like people would see beauty as an outlet to be accepted, because it's like everyone can find beauty in everything, and it's just not the case. So it really did just kind of hurt my feelings a tiny bit just to see that James didn't choose anyone of much diversity. I don't know, like if people want to change in the world, it starts with the bigger people. Like I feel like larger influencers, like, because I'm obviously like a smaller influencer, but I really think that larger influencers really need to like step it up and make a difference. It all, like, change starts with like bigger people. It just really does. And I wish people saw that in a really crazy world. And I hope when I have kids that they don't have to experience anything that I've had to experience. Obviously, I'm a tough cookie, I'm a strong bitch, and you guys have seen me go through so many things. But honestly, if it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be as confident and as strong as I am. So because I have you guys, I'm very lucky to have the confidence to do what I love. People need to realize how important love and acceptance can be. It can literally change the world, and I know it sounds so crazy and so cliche, but love and acceptance can do wonders. So yeah, just think about that. Even just giving a compliment could just do so much for someone. Like, not everyone has that, you know? Like, just imagine starting out and wanting to do all this stuff and, like, you know, like, everyone's gonna judge you online, or, like, your parents are gonna disown you, and, like, you're gonna be, like, maybe beat up or attacked. And, like, it's really scary, and I feel like people don't really see that. Like, I don't know. And, like, obviously it's on the news and stuff sometimes, but I really just feel like people don't get it. And I feel like a lot of the times, in order for you to get it, you have to be in that person's shoes, you know? And it's just difficult. It's just really annoying to see people with, like, platforms not use them to do the right thing. And, like, that's just, like, really why I started to be more active on YouTube. And it's really just not even about the subscribers to me. It's not about the amount of likes for me. It's genuinely, like, about just showing representation and, like, being a voice for people in my community. That's really what it comes down to. You boos know that this is something that I've been really passionate about for the past year or two. And because of that, I even started my own LGBT support group for LGBT people that feel like they don't belong, or just want the extra support, or just need resources and all those kind of things. So I started that. I launched it last year, around April last year, and it was called Silk After Dark. But we just had a name change to, I just changed the name to House of Shades, because I feel like that's just so fitting, and I just love it. And the whole thing behind that was kind of just being like a house, kind of like a home, you know? So feeling unity and feeling connected. I want everyone to feel like they have a place where they belong, because for a lot of my life I felt like I didn't belong anywhere. So I felt like building a foundation for people that feel like they don't belong anywhere. I feel like building a home for them, it's just amazing. So that's where I got the whole thing house. I spelled it a little differently because, you know, I'm different. And then shades. We got shades because we were thinking different shades of skin. So a house with different shades of skin, a house with different colors, a house with all kinds of people. So that's kind of where that came from. And if you guys want to follow that, that will be linked down below. It's something I'm really, really, really passionate about. So if you need extra resources, or you just want people to talk to, or you want to attend events that I have or throw, just follow that page to stay updated with everything. And yeah, that's what I've really been focusing on a lot lately. So I hope you guys support me in that. I'll admit it, like in the past when I would do YouTube, I wasn't very appreciative, and I didn't really appreciate the love or the attention that I got. Like, it was kind of just like, yay, thanks. Like, I didn't really appreciate it. And like now I genuinely appreciate any view I get, any like that I get, just because it's one more person that is seeing representation, you know? And I really do. I don't know, the past like year or two, I've just had a really crazy realization, and I really just want to be a voice and a spokesperson for my community. And I think in order for things to change, there needs to be people that are willing to step up, to make themselves vulnerable, in order for us to be represented and to gain respect and earn it. So I just really want to be a voice for my community. I want to be an advocate for LGBT plus people, black people, underdog people, people that are judged, people that are called weird. Like, I really want to be a spokesperson and a voice for people that are misfits and people that feel like they don't belong anywhere, because literally my entire life I felt like I never belonged anywhere. I felt like I didn't belong in my family. I felt like I didn't belong in my high school. And even in college, like, I loved it. Like, I was obsessed with college, and college really helped me find myself. So I'll always be thankful, but I feel like everywhere I go, I always feel like I don't belong. And if I do belong, it's because they like that I'm adding something different to the table. So I don't know, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a more emotional / sensitive / Kenny thinks he's smart video, but I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you guys want to hear more videos, or if you guys want me to talk about personal things like this more often, or about my opinions on just other things in the world, let me know in the comments down below, because you guys know I'm pretty versatile when it comes to my YouTube channel, and I'm so open to doing so many things. So, and yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you, Sugar Plums, for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one, and don't forget to stay inside, stay safe, and yeah, I love you guys. Mwah.
That's right. Have a good day.